Hello and welcome back, and this is part 2, so hopefully you've watched the first part of my journey, and if not, I'll put it down below. So here we are. As you can tell, it's Halloween, and yeah, it's been a tricky few days. It's now day 4, and the stitches are healing nicely, as you can see. Still no news of what's going to be happening, whether I'm going to go in for another surgery in a week or whether it will be in a month or so. Hopefully I'll find out in the next couple of days. I have in fact washed my hair. No longer scraped back. I managed to go 3 days. Today's number 4. What I did was I flipped my head over the bath, washed my hair like that, tried to not get them wet at all, which was actually not too bad. However, I do think that I did bash it because this one was very sore last night. This one was fine. That one was sore. I think another thing is from being leant over and turning my head, initially I could feel a pull in the skin. I don't know if that's because it's too tightly stitched or what's going on, but I could feel like a pull. I can still feel it a little bit if I do like all the way, but yeah, it's weird. I can definitely, not so much on this side, but this side, I feel like it's been pulled together quite a lot. So I'm gonna show you the side. So it's still bent, still a bit swollen. This is me showing the back, hopefully you can see everything. There's quite a lot of scarring in here. And on that side, the scar is quite puckered from where the stitches are, that it's quite thick. So I imagine that side is, no matter what, going to be a bit thicker. I think that's down to when I stretched it and the skin and kind of blowouts or certain things happening where the skin for some reason grew out or got pulled out and healed that way, just purely from stretching up quickly or whatever it was. It kind of did have bumps on the back of that side, so I was kind of expecting that. And this side, a lot straighter but longer still. I think all the swelling is completely gone on that side from behind. I think the stitches are a lot neater on that side. I just wanted to do a quick update and show you them. And yeah, just to let you know that washing my hair was fine. It didn't actually cause any problems or anything. See you in a few days' time, hopefully, when I know what's gonna be happening. So we're back, and this is now 11 days after, so just over a week and a half. This is what they look like. They're beginning to heal. I've been able to wash my hair, and I've tried to keep them as dry as possible by not getting them too wet. So the stitches are still in, the amount of scabbing has gone down. That's lovely to say, that's a bit gross. They're definitely not looking as bad as they were. They're not as painful, I can sleep okay at night, and everything's going quite well. I have my date for my surgery appointment. It is this Wednesday, so that'll be 2 weeks after the initial surgery. They're going to have a look at my ears and they're going to see my complaints and what's going on, how they're healing and everything, and they're going to make a decision on the day whether I need to have surgery in a few months' time or whether I'm going to have the surgery then and there. I'm very relieved that they're making this decision because I really want them to be fixed, and I think it would be really useful just to make them a little bit smaller and more equally shaped. So what I'm hoping is that they'll remove this little section here and just bring the ear in. As you can see, that could make it look a bit more like an ear. Hopefully. Like, remove that bit. I'm very relieved that I can actually touch them now, so I'll show you on the other side. I'm hoping they'll remove this bit and then they'll just bring that in. And obviously that will come up a bit. So I'm hoping I'm going to have relatively normal looking ears if they can just remove these bits. Obviously they're still slightly different, but I think the fact that by covering up those little bits and pushing them in, the ears start to look a bit more even. This one is still bent. and that one is just long, has less of a thick scar on the back than this one. I will show you the backs. These are what the backs look like. I'll just bring these out. So the left one still has a very thick scar on the back and is still kind of curving forwards. Both of the outsides are healing up very nicely and I'm impressed with how they've gone so far. I only wish that this was the end and that I didn't have to go back in. Other than that, they're doing fine, they're all alright. We're just gonna have to see how it goes. And I'll do a little run through on the day, I guess. It'll probably be after the surgery or maybe the night after because I was quite tired last time after the surgery. So I'll do a little run through of what happened, and if I don't have the surgery, I will just kind of do a little run through of what we talked about and what's gonna happen. Hopefully we can do it on the day. He did say there was a chance we could do it on the day, so that is what I'm hoping for. We did ring around to other surgeons to see if they'd take on my ears and see if they could fix the kind of problem that I'm having, and they said that they could possibly do that, but it would have to be in 3 months' time when they're healed. They couldn't do it now because they don't want to take on somebody else's work, probably for legal reasons, money reasons, all of that jazz. They don't want the blame if anything else goes wrong. So we will see. Just on a journey, nearly there. I'm so tired and I just want it to be over because I'm back now starting my second year and I am going to be so tired after this first week, and then if I have the surgery I'm going to be really tired, but I'd rather have it done now than spend the rest of the term like this. Okay, so I have something to admit. I didn't actually video after my appointment because a lot went wrong and there was kind of no point. So this is now 4 weeks on, a month. In my last appointment, we had masses of technical issues. I only managed to get on for 3 minutes before my dad's computer cut out. Love it. And then couldn't get back on. Technology in coronavirus times, great. So what we had to do is wait for a next appointment, which took another week or so, couple of weeks. And so I had my new appointment today. They said that I was going to have to wait at least 4 weeks before they considered doing another surgery, so it wouldn't have happened on the day that they said it might happen. My ears have healed, and as you can see, the stitches have come out. So as you can kind of see, they are still very different. This is still a bit long. There's still a couple of stitches in the back each side. This one has a fine flat scar. So far it's not bad. This one, as you can kind of see, it goes in and it's a bit more uneven. There is also a bump on the back of this one, and he has told me to massage it and that hopefully it will go away. In my opinion, I think that it's scarring, which is great because that means I've got a nice thick lump of a scar on the back of my ear. So that will have been 2 months that I've got ears like this for, and if I'm honest, I'm just a bit pissed off and gutted that it went wrong in the first place. This time my camera actually didn't work, so I couldn't show him what it looks like now, which I love. We love more technical difficulties. So it's looking less bent, which I'm very relieved about. He said it might go down over time because there might still be swelling, but if I'm honest, they've kind of not changed since that initial week. Like, minor things here and there, but realistically, even like, they're just so flexible now as well. Obviously, there is still a scar, but it's not painful, it's not uncomfortable, just kind of being careful with them. And on this side, you can see fine. I will show some pictures of just how they looked last week. I made sure I took some photos of just half the stitches out, and yeah, just some progression photos here. As you can see, they're already looking better in time for Halloween. Love it. I'm just gutted that I'm gonna have to spend longer like this, and I'm gonna have to make a part 3 The thing is the photos I showed him, he said that's of just a normal split ear. And I was like, it is not, because I found videos and I found photos of ears that were stretched to the same size as mine. And now there's going to be more scarring, it's going to be more painful, there's going to be more visible scars. And like this one is thick with scarring. And they don't look like ears. So I'm a bit gutted and I'm feeling like an idiot, and I'm just relieved that it's going to be free and that we're going to work towards having ears that I'm happy with. But yeah, the other week when I was trying to log on and like find the link, and I was so prepared and it didn't work. And I was like, why is my computer not working? And then like my dad FaceTimed me to get me on his computer with the link. And then literally like a couple of minutes in, we had just started talking. It was ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. Like the phone was here, the computer was there. I was looking at him through my phone, through the computer, or blah, 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 and then suddenly, kagung, power cuts out. Computer dies. And then today, obviously, I was like logged in, same thing, on time, ready. And then he was like, oh, can you turn your camera on? And I was like, it's on. My computer camera didn't work. Technical issues. Never had a technical issue before today. Craziness, absolute craziness. Just had to be the day, didn't it? Where everything, we've gone into a third lockdown. I've got my lessons on Zoom tomorrow. First time being back on Zoom. Goes wrong today. Luckily got it working tonight. I just can't. I can't. Too much. The world is descending into madness and I've got weird fucked up ears. I just gotta keep reminding myself it's just a process and that it's gonna be okay. Hopefully somebody enjoys this and this is informative, because this has taken a long time to film and a long time to sort. I'm gonna have to do a whole part 3 on what's happening next, because otherwise it's gonna be too long. I hope nobody else is going through this. I really hope. At least my story will be out there. You'll know what questions to ask. You'll know what to be prepared for. Never do it after a couple of sessions, and make sure that even if your doctor seems confident and seems to know what they're doing, you talk to them, because I mean, I thought I was organised and still this happened. I did so much research. I spoke to several doctors, and literally this is an NHS doctor as well, but it's privately paid. And I was like, oh, he's done tons. He said he's done thousands. And his secretary seemed really confident and he seemed really confident. I was like, well, I trust him, you know, went for it. And I've ended up here. But he said at least with them sewn up, from here we should be able to shape them. So, we'll see. I will see you in a few weeks' time, unless I have any updates. Like, really don't have much to say right now. Today is the day of my second surgery, so I haven't actually really done any updates, because it's just been a crazy, crazy time in COVID world with trying to finish my end of term as well. So I just thought I'd show you my ears. So I topped up and changed my hair probably since the last time you saw me. So I've got blue on my ears. But this is where they're at. And that is what this side looks like. This side is really flat on both the front and back. I could probably bend that one to show you. But that side, completely fine. Just been massaging it and putting oil on it. So it is kind of, it makes me a bit uncomfortable to touch, but it's not like a big deal. And on this side, it actually, I don't know if you can see, is quite dented and goes in. And on the back, I don't know if you can see, there's a bump, and it's just kind of a bit more thicker and scarred on that side. So today we're gonna figure out what to do with them. He's gonna look at them in person. I think he's gonna consider taking a section out on either side. So let's pray that that works, because as you can see here, the difference. On this side you can see it is still bent, but it's not as bent as it was. From the call that we had, he seemed pretty confident that he could do what I wanted and remove a section from each side, so hopefully that is what's going to happen. It was very kind of him to offer and to say that he would continue to do these meetings and to kind of like check my progress and to rearrange a surgery. We've had lots of technical issues with trying to do it all over Zoom, and we're trying to schedule it in because I was busy and they had certain time slots, so I'm sure it'd be easier to do in person, and it's great being able to just do it from the comfort of your home, but at the same time, if you fuck up and you miss the Zoom call or you lose the link, which for some reason you'd accept the invite and it would disappear, I don't know. So that was a whole load of shenanigans. I'm not looking forward to going through it again. I'm a bit scared. I just wanted it to be done last time, so what can you do really? We'll see how it goes. I'm just praying that this time that it solves it and that I don't have to ever go back ever again. Sorry I don't have as many updates as I would have liked to, but yeah, here we go again. Welcome back, and sorry that it's been a hot minute. I have a few things to actually update you on. So as you can see, I didn't have the surgery. The reason for that is apparently my ears are too swollen. Sorry, it is late on Christmas and I just thought I would do an update considering I am dolled up. This also helps to show you how long it is actually taking for me to fix this. So what I've been doing is, because my GP got me some scar cream for my keloid on my ear, I have been using that to put on this, and when I put it on there, what I do is I just rub it in between my thumb and my finger like that, and on that side I have to rub it quite hard, apparently, according to my surgeon, just to kind of help the blood flow. But this is now a week after I was meant to get the surgery done, and I feel like this side especially, the scarring on the inside has gone down. However, on this side, it has in fact gotten flatter, as you can see, and the scar is lessening. It looks less steep than before. There is still a bump on the back, so I feel like that side is going to take a bit longer. The plan is now in 6 weeks' time to go back, check on them, see how swollen they are, and whether we can do the surgery. Currently, if you can see, they are still quite different. This one is a lot lower than this side, and that side is still kind of bent. So that is the current situation. I've been booked in for my next surgery near the end of February, around the 20th, I think. Kind of forgotten. So hopefully it's going to be around that time, but we shall see. I am obviously a bit gutted because I just wanted to get it over and done with during Christmas. It's COVID time, can't see anyone, would just be quite easy to sit at home, do nothing, relax, let it heal. I mean, it's probably best that I wait so that we can figure out what to do when it's less aggravated. Although it looks like it's completely healed from the outside, I do obviously appreciate them saying to wait longer just to make sure it's all healed on the inside, and I do think that that's a smart thing to do, obviously just personally, because I just wanted it to be over and done with. That's where I'm coming from. It's a shame it wasn't just done. I'm not looking forward to the second surgery. I'm a little bit nervous. I do feel quite anxious for it, so we will see from there what will happen, but hopefully next time it's over and done with, my ears are fine and I can just move on and never worry about it again. I will keep you updated and I will do a little clip before my next surgery, or if anything changes.